Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and on the hill, a soft-tossing lefty, just like you, Chris, Jose Quintana.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Yandy Diaz in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Lau at the plate. Get a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Lindor has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. Now there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2.
That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Rosarena into second, and he's got it double.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. He put a really nice, balanced swing on it, and when you can walk around the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Isaac Paredes now. Out towards right center field. Sizing this one up. And he makes the catch. Yeah, there's 2 away. Harold Ramirez at the dish. Bounced out to short. Lindor. They limit the damage here. Rays get an RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy. And our pitcher tonight, Zach Eflin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, everybody doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Brandon Nimmo leading things off and takes a strike. 0-1 now. Good eye right there. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Foul ball there. Tying run is at first as the Rays try and punch back down a run. Now one out to right, sizes this one up, and there's one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the one run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Little chopper rolls foul. Swings through that one for strike two. 0-2 now. The shortstop takes a ball. Man at first, one away. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield. Base hit. Nimmo around second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So one out with two aboard, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And that one is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next pitch inside, and it's 1-1. Chase.
That pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
2 on, 1 out. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Starling Marte stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Corners are occupied with 2 down. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The 1-2. Got him looked in. And the inning is over.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
New inning getting started. Now here is Richie Palacios.
This is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head. Looks like he sacrificed to pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
That one to first. He steps on the bag and quickly one away in the second.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
And now it's Jose Siri. Siri in his third season, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Backed off the plate that time. The line, the kick, and the 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's 3-2. One down, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying and lipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first. So,
that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. And they get the out after the ricochet. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as they see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Rene Pinto next to hit for the Rays. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Good eye in that spot. That one foul off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. And downstairs.
2-2 the count.
Man on second, 2 down. Got him looking. 3rd out. The Rays strand just the 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's DJ Stewart. And the right-hander back to work. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1.
strike.
Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Logan, something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That can be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Drill to right, way back there, and that is gone. That was blasted to the moon, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Just missed.
0-1, no strike.
The line to kick the pitch.
Hey.
Fall off foul. Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a pitch.
Okay.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now the third baseman, Brett Baty. There's a curve through for a strike.
0-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. Righty to the plate. And that's outside. 2-1. That one drilled left field and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Bader up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tied up here in the early going. Pitch misses inside. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Kicks and deals. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Brandon Nimmo waits on deck. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Gold opportunity right here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
On the ground to the left, and it's just foul. That was close.
Hey, strikeout, and you get a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and
strike 3, got him swinging, and that is a big first out. Jeff McNeil stands in, fly to right his first time. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Pitch misses there. 1-1.
Good to lay off that pitch down.
And it fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infielder laying back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike. Two outs, bases are full. Swing and a miss. 2-0.
More guys are looking to slog regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
1 ball, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. The pitch. Stays alive. Bases loaded, 2 down. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Yandy Diaz now. Quintana back to work. And there at the knees. It's 0-1. And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now it's Brandon Lau. He popped out his first time. Way high. And there's a ball.
2-0.
And a 2-1 on the way. That one missed. Runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And now the lefty. There's a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Two on, 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Swing, 1 around. That is strike 2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. So first and second with 2 outs. Harold Ramirez next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 1 so far. Wouldn't chase that time. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
First and second, 2 down. And that one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
2 on, 2 outs. Low high. And the count is even, 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. This one in the air right field. He's under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And the batter now, Pete Alonso.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The line of the pitch. And That's a little bit low.
Well, these Mets doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and we're seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And here it comes. And one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The wind of the pitch. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, it's a nice job with the cutter right there. He didn't exactly catch the corner of the zone, but it's one of those where the late movement probably fooled the umpire a little bit. Those guys do not have an easy job. I thought it was a good take overall, and it's one of those things where you leave it in the umpire's hands, you just don't know what the answer is going to be, and that time he lost.
Starling Marte up to him. There's a strike.
Sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And the pitch.
That's a ball.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. DJ Stewart will hit next. He's already homered here in this one. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs to call for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Eflin a move to first, and he's back safely. That one not close, and it count is 3-1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
Left-hand hitter waits, and a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count, 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Great strike 1 to the catcher.
1-1.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the 3rd. And the ball evens the count. And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Brett Beatty waiting for a turn at the plate. Here comes a 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and 3rd, 2 away. Here's the 3rd baseman, Brett Beatty. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Right through there for a strike.
And a bet like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
He's coming off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a chopper. They take the force out, and that will end the inning. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Richie Palacios. As the lefty gets to work. Out to center. Bader sizing it up. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri, and he's already singled in this game. Turned on, but foul wide of third. You'll one. And a foul ball. Bases empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Blows the high knee past him. That's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now here is Jose Caballero. And the first offering is not close. On the ground, McNeil. On the run, throw to first. They get the out, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there to the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning, and now the center fielder, Harrison Bader. And a pitch. Outside low, 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Alexander warming up for manager Kevin Cash. The line of the pitch. Now 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Down, base is empty.
1-1.
Swing and a tamper that rolls foul. And the righty deals.
2-2 now.
All tied up. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Batted looking for the pin. Throws it with the heater at the knees. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil. The MO for him is contact. The guy is going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. When you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over and have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Next offer in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. Score remains tied 1-1. We go to the top of the 5th, and now here is Rene Pinto. The pitch. Pinto measures 5 feet 10 inches, 195 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Up the middle, McNeil. Jump throw across his body. Awesome play there.
The first base is number 2, Young.
So the Rays batting order turns over, and stepping in for the Rays, Yandy Diaz. Foul off left side. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Bounce to the right side, and it kicks off the bag.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Brandon Lau, 1 for 2. First pitch misses. Left-hand batter waits. Wouldn't chase that time.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at-bat.
At the belt and fires. just off the inside edge.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That one finds the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. There's the strike. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Ball 1 low.
0-1, no strike.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing of one ripped out towards right center field. And a touchdown for a hit. Diaz routes second on his way to third. Coming on, throws high and over his head. Third, 2 gone. Now a chance for Isaac Paredes. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 ball hitter up.
In there at the knees, and it's nothing in 2. And that one in the air center field. Bader should have it. Squeezes it. And that'll do it. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. And the home team down a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Tyler Alexander.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left.
Nobody out, Lindor has a chance to tie it. Here comes a pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. There's a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And now 1 and 2. And that's outside. Now 2 and 2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Palacios on the move, heading back, and he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. Here's Pete Alonso, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Out front, Rip Val. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Oh, 2 now. And that one cutting but missing down low. Struck him out without the swing. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's Starling Marte. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. The pitch just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. That one a little bit high. 2-2.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
And he deals. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Mets. And our score remains 2-1. And we're back. And now the DH, Harold Ramirez. Quintana back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
On its way to the corner, Marte really on his horse for it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Field 2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And that's down and away. And foul ball. Kicks and deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. And now the lefty. Out to short. Throws to first in time. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Richie Palacios now at the plate. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And here it comes. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next, their team today, the center fielder,
Jose Siri digs in now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Ball 1. There's a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
That one fouled hard the other way. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And they'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. Sneaks through, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So digging in, Jose Caballero. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Count 1-0.
And that's through there for a strike. Moving in the bullpen, Jorge Lopez appears to be getting loose. Smith getting loose as well. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. So 1 hit is all they get. 6, 7, 8 do in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rays 2 and the Mets 1.
leading up your bullpen.
And the pitch. Just missed. Bounce to the left side. Sends it across the first. One away, bottom of the 6th. Francisco Alvarez will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kicks and fires. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like a bowler. You think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now fly ball to right center. Sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jorge Lopez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Rene Pinto getting ready to hit. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a tapper. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now
Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Bases empty, 1 away. Here the top half of inning number 7. Out there to center. Bader makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. 1 for 3. And that skips in the dirt.
0-1, no strike.
There's the strike at the knees. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Smoked on the ground a second. McNeil gets it to first. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for Tampa, but they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader. As the lefty gets to work, that's outside. And that is ball one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jason Adam getting ready to go. O'Shea also throwing. Just missed. That's down and in. Brandon Nimmo to bat next. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one finds the zone, and now 3-1. And there's a strike. So now 3-2. Swung on, popped up left side. Caballero gets there. He's under it. One away. Back to the top of the lineup. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And that one cutting but missing down low. Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that quickly 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
McNeil stands in now and watches strike one. Holding on to a 1-run lead near the bottom of the 7th. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. The pitch. Goes down looking. Nothing doing for the Mets. And they trail it here, 2-1. So they turn things over to the righty, Drew Smith.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Rays, Randy Arozarena. The pitch. Fall off foul. Foul ball there. Looking for the K.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one felt him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And that one is inside ball one. Smith, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. One down, base is empty. Outside low. And that's ball 2. Action in the pen down there. Jake Diekman, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Fujinami warming up as well. Righty to the plate. Bounced up the middle. Slides for the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. The work was excellent. The arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Two outs, base is empty. Harold Ramirez next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Jake swing. He went. No balls, 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-hander kicks, deals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning.
The batter, the right fielder,
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swinging a foul straight back. And that's the strikeout looking. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3. One left for Tampa as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jason Adams.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And he deals. Lindor at the plate now, and that's inside. Next offer in there for a strike, and the count 1-1. And a pitch. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Pete Fairbanks, the closer of the staff, is thrown. Outside, and it's 2-2. And another ball. Pete Alonso waiting to hit for the Mets. Payoff pitch. And a swing and a miss. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two one pitches in there, and the count is even. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, keeping straight to work. It's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Starling Marte up now for the Mets. That just misses. 1-0. And the righty deals.
1-2. 2 balls, no strike.
That's in there. And the count 2-1. And the right-hander deals. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Towards right center. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. Down to the turn for second. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
He was all over that one. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And Rays, they go to the bullpen. Colin Poche.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Now a move being made at second base. Mets going with a pinch runner, Tyrone Taylor. DJ Stewart, the next to hit. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in. That is the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now to the ball game on defense. Tyrone Taylor. He takes over in right.
Number 15. Tyrone.
Well, 1-run game. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri.
The center fielder, Jose Siri.
Smith back to work. On the ground right side. And that's just foul. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2.
sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Comes up empty.
Well, that's that start right there. He scored extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
The pitch. Just off the inside corner. And the count is 1-2. One-run game here at the top of the ninth. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Rene Pinto.
2 outs, base is empty. Rene Pinto next to hit for the Rays. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That's in there. And that is strike one. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, we've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing here this half. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9. 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Rays 2 and the Mets 1. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Pete Fairbanks. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. And they've got the no doubles defense set up. Outfielders playing deep and fielders guarding the lines. And the pitch. That delivers outside. One-run game, bottom 9. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swing and a miss. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Kicks and deals. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Righty delivers. Got him locked in. And now 1-1.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Baden, the next to hit, takes outside. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That clips the corner.
Got so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Slider misses outside. One down, base is empty. Yeah, 2-1 hammered, but foul. Trying to close out a one-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. At the belt and fires. Got it. Swinging. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
So, last chance for the Mets. Harrison Bader up now for the Mets. Wouldn't chase that time. Two down, nobody on. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
One strike away. Got him! And that is the ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rays. 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Mets, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And be reminded to please drive home safely.